YOLO, back at it again and again and again. This is week 6, day 4, Thursday, the 27th of August, 2026. Welcome back to the LAMDA log, and shout out Sandridge. Later song and dance for our warm up. It was raining this morning, which was delightful. And since I'm in the Airbnb, I'm like less than 10-minute walk away. So I just like walked in the drizzle. It was delightful. And then it started pouring, and then people came in late because one of the tubes caught on fire or something. I don't know. There was some fire thing, and then it was raining. I don't know. I wasn't a part of it. But we did our little song and dance, and then we jumped into it. Today was great because we had a professional run with the understudy for Benedict. He was a D last year. I don't know if I talked about this much. I'm losing track since I'm doing these like in chunks. But he was a D last year and had performed Benedict in a shortened, like gender swapped fringe version. And so he was familiar with the character and the lines, but it was a different cut and everything. So now he's filling in with us. And yeah, so it's just a security measure and a comfort level so that we can protect our regular Benedict's health because of his concussions, so that he doesn't feel pressure or the need to perform and to hurt himself. But it's a precautionary thing, and we don't think we'll need him. But industry standard says that he gets a full run with the cast, so that's what we did. But first, we had notes from our run yesterday, being Wednesday. First, vocal posturing is playing the quality of a voice in a way that it's more important than words. Like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm playing these lines like I'm really cool and suave and mysterious. Right? That's vocal posturing. So don't do that. That's good. That's bad. Play the intention and the thought. My line, but the Lady Beatrice is much wronged by you. I need to be more upstage center by the steps. I just came down a little too much. I love how Lawrence adds the great when he's talking about people that he admires. He talked about the great Maria Callas and her version of Ave Maria, how it's just gorgeous and acted and intentional. I tried something the other night yesterday when I ran at Benedict. After we goaled him, I went, Lauren said, don't do that. It just didn't seem very princely. I was like, that's fair. Only think the thought as you say it, not before. Think it as you say it. Develop develop your thought as the thought itself is developed in your mouth, right? We don't know what we're going to say as we say it. And so don't think about like hitting this last thing so much as you're just speaking. Don't monitor yourself. If you get the word wrong, you get it wrong. Don't change it or fix it. Just keep going. When I said you say not right, old man, a physical connection. Didn't do that. Just got the note twice in a row. Not my favorite, but we learn and we move on. Clarify the journey from Benedict and Claudio's moment to moving upstage under the thing, because when Benedict comes to challenge Claudio, we start out like, oh, we're gonna make jokes with you, tee hee ha ha ho ho, and then he's like, can I have a word in your ear or whatever to Claudio only? And then I'm like, okay, before I had the thought bringing me up there for what's next, but he wants me to stay connected and then move up and then have something catch my eye or have the thought come and then contemplate the experience we just had with Leonardo and Antonia. Yeah. And give like a gesture of acknowledgement to, oh, you're doing this. Cool, cool, cool. I'm just going to head up here. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then replace Benedict after he says a miracle with his little letter. I'll just take that downstage. Then we had a little tea break. Got a little snack, which I got to stop. I'm eating so much now that Emma's here. I'm spending too much money and eating so much sugar. We then ran all of the transitions for our understudies, Benedict. And then we had lunch, and I took Emma to the little French place by Gales. And then we had a full run with Brendan, and it was pretty good. It was fun. It was a little goofy and a little loose. I got so many notes because the run on Wednesday night, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes. We're only halfway through getting the notes we had for the professional run, and I think I'm already at 13, but I'll read them. I think this is your daughter. Discover, find the impulse. Don't pre-plan it. Because I had imagined that I saw her first, and then I was like, yes, I think this is your daughter, instead of discovering her in the moment and be like, oh, wow, I think this is your daughter. So have that more alive and present. Show the impulse. That she is worthy, I know. The pace in this section was a little slow. We need to pick it up. In the meantime, good Signor Benedict, repair to Leonato's and tell him I will not fail him at supper. Find the impulse for that. That felt like there wasn't one. Book of words, more sarcasm on saying that. Thou wilt be like a lover presently and tire the hero with a book of words. Really say how like you just talk so much. You can talk to your lover. Stop talking to me. And then, and I will fit thee with the remedy. This whole section felt really performative and not discovered. So be more intentional, be more present in the moment with that. Extend the offer to the dance. It felt like, we know who we're dancing with. So I need to really like say, hey, like, hero, will you dance with me with my gesture? And then have that be a moment instead of like, oh, we know who we're going to dance with because we're in disguise. And theoretically, they don't know who we are. Don't preempt that. How then? Sick? Find the impulse for that. Wherefore, why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you sad? I'm not sad. How then? Sick? Didn't have an impulse. General, let the kiss happen, breathe with it, and then applaud after the out breath. Give it its own beat, its own moment. Don't applaud immediately. She cannot endure she cannot endure to hear tell of a husband. Find the sadness in that. Because if she can't talk about a husband, I can't be her husband. Cupid is no longer an archer. Be definitive. I am the archer now. Cupid is no longer not Cupid, me. Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods. It's all about us taking his glory. Find physical silence in the gulling scene. It was messy. Partially was because the understudy, he just does things his own way, and so it was a little. We were just laughing and gulling about. A response has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and find moments of silence in the body. The playfulness was lovely, but it was unfocused, so clean it up. Notes are based on choices, right? We've given him paint to paint with, and he's painting it in different ways or throwing out the paint. Don't laugh after toothache. I was just very laughy, I guess, this time. And don't laugh so big on the tennis balls line either, which I have been, but it was too much this time. And don't laugh to break with Beatrice. I said, for my life to break with Beatrice, something stupid like that. And then those are only partial of the notes. That's what we got through by the time it was 5:30. And then I had a lovely evening with just Emma and Theo, and we went grocery shopping so that we don't spend all our monies. And it was good. Yeah, it was a nice little chill evening. We thought about going to Macbeth for a minute, but we didn't. They opened. I heard it went well. Oh, I'm gonna see it on closing. Um, and yeah, wonderful, glorious. So that's it. That's my whole life. Okay, have a wonderful day, life. I will try to stay up to date on this. No promises. Tomorrow, today's Friday. No, when I'm speaking, this is Friday. Saturday we open. No, we don't open. We have a matinee show, and then Emma and I are taking a train up to Preston with the Mondays, and then um, and then what? And then what? I don't know what. And then it is what it is. Lost my thoughts. And then Monday's a bank holiday, and my mom gets here, and Tuesday we end the show, and we're done. So it's great. Anyway, love you lots.